Is it my intuition or is it just something I'm making up in my head? Today we're going to be talking about how to begin listening and trusting your intuition. We're going to start small and we're going to start with decisions that don't matter so much before we go into those big decisions like should I move? Should I change jobs? Should I change relationships? Those types of things that are scary and you don't want to make just on a whim. And we're gonna just start trusting our intuition first. So my name is Lori. I'm a coach. I help empaths and highly sensitive people to repel narcissists and heal childhood trauma so that you can begin healing those chronic symptoms that are keeping you feeling ill all the time. So if those things are interesting to you, then subscribe and check out the rest of my videos that I'm posting. So today, let's talk about intuition and how to begin listening to it. So there are several ways that you can listen to your intuition or how it comes to you, that intuitive voice that we all have inside of us. Mine usually comes as this inner knowing. It's something that I just know and I don't really know how I know. If you are interested in learning all the different types of clairs, claircognizance, clairsentience, and there's others, you can do more research on that. I'm not going to be talking about those necessarily today. I'm just going to be talking more in layman terms. So some people have that inner knowing. Some people hear another voice that's not their own. It could be a totally different gender. Some people have a feeling in their body. It could be a tightness in your chest. It could be an anxiousness or queasiness in your stomach. It could be chill bumps. Some people have a taste in their mouth, I've heard, like they taste metal or something like that. So there's lots of different ways to hear your intuition. You just have to kind of play around and practice and see how it comes to you. I started being able to listen to my intuition by doing guided meditations, but I found other ways along the way that I can just tune in and ask myself questions. So you have to start by getting in a quiet spot where you don't have outside distractions. I read a quote that 72% of people hear their intuition in the shower. So you might be one of those. I get it a lot of times while I'm driving by myself. I will turn off the radio and sit in silence. You can do it on a walk in nature. You can just find a quiet spot in your home and anywhere that you can find that's quiet. And then close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and ask a question. So, you could start out by just asking simple questions like, what will my husband order at dinner? And we know our spouses quite well, and we probably know their ordering habits, but sometimes they change it up. And so you can ask that question. There's no pressure, no consequences if you get it wrong. So that's an easy way to start. Guess what color shirt your friend is going to wear next time you see her. Guess how much an item will cost, like what the total bill will be when you go to the grocery store, what commercial will play next, what song will be next on the radio. And as you begin asking yourself these questions and you start listening for your answer, it'll feel like guessing. But don't just think about the exact right answer. So let's say that you guessed your husband's going to order spicy shrimp. Well, maybe he ordered spicy beef this time. So it's very similar, but not quite exactly the right thing. And praise yourself for getting it somewhat right. Or if your friend, you guess that your friend's going to wear a red shirt, but she comes in another hue of red, like pink or mauve or maroon, give yourself praise for getting it really close. Later, as you begin making more serious decisions by using your intuition or trusting your intuition, you can listen and take what comes in as your intuition, but do a little research and figure out, I'll give an example of something that happened to me. Like I told this in an earlier video, so if you saw that story, great, but I'm just gonna briefly talk about it again. I was working at a job at a school as a teacher, and my principal was leaving. A new principal was coming in her place, and as soon as I saw this woman, there was nothing wrong with her. She looked amazing. She was dressed nice. She looked like a nice person, whatever, but I just had this feeling inside of me that I just had to get out of that school, and I couldn't explain why exactly, but I just had that immediate feeling. So I didn't just go with that feeling, of course. What I did was go ahead and research on my own. So I went and spoke to a friend that knew this woman, and my friend didn't tell me anything. All she said was, she's a nice person to talk to. I've never worked with her before. And my intuition gave me another hit, like, that doesn't sound exactly like a glowing review of this woman. So then I did some other things, like I did some job searching, and it all just fell into place after that, exactly how I wanted it. I got an interview at a school that was even closer to my home. I met with them. They were so nice, and they offered me the job that day. So it just fell into place really easily, but it started with just that little intuition that I felt at the very beginning. So you're not going to just follow that intuition blindly. You're going to do your research and things, but follow a path. You know what I'm saying? So I have an exercise for you today to try just playing around with your intuition. I saw another woman do this. I can't think of her YouTube handle right now, but I'll try to link it in the notes below. But she just gave some things that you could guess on. And so I thought it was really fun. So I'm gonna do that here today. So I'm gonna hold an object in my hand. It's a crystal. And I want you to make a guess of what you think the crystal will be. So close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and imagine the color, the shape, the type of crystal. Maybe you have a name pop in your head. And then I'm gonna show you what it is. Okay, do you have your guess? This is the crystal that I was holding in my hand. Did you guess pink quartz or rose quartz? Did you guess a pink crystal? Did you guess a crystal that has the meaning of love and unconditional support? Because that's what rose crystal is for. If you guessed anything in that vicinity, then good job. If you guessed, that it was a smooth stone, that it was kind of small, medium, I guess, then you're on the right track. You're getting some of your intuition. Okay, next I'm gonna hold up a card with a word on it, and I want you to intuit what this word is. So close your eyes, take some deep breaths, And what word comes into your mind immediately? Okay, ready? Here it is. Did you guess peace? If you didn't guess peace, but you guessed something similar, a synonym or a word that means peace, or even if you guessed a word that symbolizes peace to you, then you got really close, so good job. Okay, and then last one is I have an object in this bag. So see if you can guess what the object is. Close your eyes. Imagine the object, the texture, the size, and the color. And you're just going to see if you get any of them right. See if you can imagine what kind of object it is. And okay, I'm going to take it out of the bag now and show you what it is. Okay, it's a little red bird figurine. So if you guessed anything like a bird, if you guessed a figurine, if you guessed something small, something made of glass, you're on the right track. Now, if you didn't get any of these right, then that's okay. Just keep playing around. That was just for fun, and you could just try some things like that you're on your own. Get a family member to help you out, and just try it for fun. Okay, today I have an essential oil that I wanted to share with you. I usually share an essential oil in most of my videos because I love essential oils and I think they're great for emotional support. Usually we think about them as physical support, but they're also great for emotional support. So this week's oil I'm sharing is wild orange, and wild orange is good for helping with intuition because it teaches the true meaning of abundance. So it helps you to let go of scarcity mindset. It helps you with manifestations, and it helps you with fear, nervousness, inflexibility, workaholism, lack of humor, and the belief that there is not enough. Now, let me show you the book that I'm getting this from. I'm reading this from the book Essential Emotions. You can get it on Amazon or other essential oil websites like oillife.com. And so there's another section in the back that tells you, like, it gives you an emotion, and then it tells you different oils that will work for that different emotion. So I chose open-minded this week, and it gives several oils: clary sage, wild orange, aroma touch, rosemary, thyme, green mandarin, align. Excuse me, I'm having allergies today. I live in Texas and it's very dry here, just like it is all over most parts of the country, and it's making my voice sound really gruff. Okay, so what I like about this book is it has like a look deeper part, and it has a declare part and a visualize. So kind of like affirmations and then a visualization for you. So the look deeper says, what life experience has taught me that it is unsafe to try new things? Am I open to ideas outside of my box? What one step can I take today to move towards achieving my goals? And then the affirmation says, I can now release all fear. I'm now open to doing things differently. I now have unseen support at every turn. And then the visualization is, see your eyes illuminate things unseen, allowing your mind to be filled with new ideas. So I thought that was great for this week because as I was kind of researching intuition and thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about today, I came across this website. It was on Psychology Today, and it was saying that our intuition is really just things that we are becoming aware of on a unconscious level. So it could be feelings that you pick up, it could be information that you're gathering, but it's not really in your conscious thought at the time. And most of us think of this as like our inner knowing. It could be you believe God is helping you. It could be guides, angels, and whatever it is that you believe that is supporting you with your intuition. So Wild Orange just kind of brings that confidence about so that you can improve your belief and your trust in your intuition. You can diffuse it in a diffuser. You can put it on topically, although most citrus oils are photosensitive, so you can get a burn if you go out within 12 hours and the skin that you put the oil on is exposed. So you would want to put Wild Orange in a place that the sun won't shine on it, or you would want to do it at least 12 hours before you go outside. So just keep that in mind, and I am so happy that you joined me. I hope you'll join next week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.